What's going on, y'all? So in today's video, we are actually going to be thinking about team fixing. So I have this team that I've had rented out to you guys for, I don't know, like since I team built it in the live stream. I've been really enjoying just kind of like live streaming my thought process by team build, but it's, not every team is perfect and sometimes you might want to make updates, right? So something to say about Pokemon is that your team can often, there's basically like 5 different things that a team can suffer from. And a team might suffer from just not having good synergy, not having enough support versus offense balance, not having the right move sets, item sets, or IV training slash EV training, right? So like those are 5 things that can really hurt the team. Suboptimal items and moves, I think more than anything, are something that can come in problem. When I mean it's all of them. It's all of them, right? Like you can't really say that, but like what we're going to be really focusing on today is like move sets and items, right? Because like I think the synergy of this team turned out pretty good. The support, we could have more support, I'll be honest about that. So like that is actually something to say about this team. Like we have Icy Wind, we have Tailwind, Taunt, Will-O-Wisp. So like we have ways to try to outposition our opponent, right? Which is really nice. But technically if you were really able to, you might want to drop like Azumarill or Garchomp for like Amoonguss or like Grimmsnarl or something, but that's honestly just being like, that's just playing into the meta, right? And saying like, I'm gonna use the good stuff. Like I'm not just gonna sit here and use Amoonguss like literally every team because I know we use it a lot, right? But what we're actually going to, oh wait, let me turn down the music. It was about to be really loud, I think. But so the thing that I was going to say is, while I feel like this team actually is really good as it is without having like needing more support necessarily, like we can find ways to win, right? Like but I do think that our items could probably be better is what I was, I guess trying to say through all that rambling. And so there's not that much item changing that I think this team needs. Like you could maybe change the item on Azumarill to like Citrus or Lumberry, or Clear Amulet, right? But in my opinion, I think Life Orb is really good on Azumarill, and so like I'm kind of trying to rock with that. But we are gonna play a match with this version of the team before we, make any adjustments. Garchomp with the King's Rock. It's fun. It can work, but it's not perfect, right? So like it's definitely something to be aware of. The last thing I just think is the Chiyu. Like, the Choice Scarf is cool, I guess, but like, it's really only cool if you're starting Fluttermane Chiyu, and even then, like, you could just click Icy Wind, So it's like, I mean, I actually think that this Chiyu probably should have either Specs or Focus Sash. And I'm personally leaning a little bit towards Specs right now. And I actually think that Garchomp could either have Citrus Berry, or we go full offense on these boys and we give it a Choice Scarf. Like, I'm just saying, what if we had Scarf Garchomp, Specs Chiyu, and then everything else was the same? You know what I mean? Like, that would honestly be a little cracked. But we could also do Citrus Berry Garchomp, Specs Chiyu, or like Citrus Berry Garchomp, Sash Chiyu. Right? I guess we could do Rocky Helmet too, but like, it's not really in the cards at the moment for what I'm considering, so. Solid team. And if you know what this music is from, you are a homie. So, like, it's probably, I don't know how easy the music is to hear, honestly. Like, this music is very lo-fi chooch, like, it's not, like, super hi-fi chooch. But thank y'all for tuning in. But I mean, I can actually cut that out. You know, cut that. So, we out here. Uh-oh, you guys just got a preview of the sauce, didn't you? Did you just get a little sauce preview there? Comments in the chat, who saw the sauce? Alright, we got about 4 minutes until we need to change the song, so we just gotta be ready. Ooh. Alright, my Jonald. Alright, my Jerry Braxton. I'm kind of thinking this. And the Easter Bunny, and then sorry, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. We do need something that can beat Umbreon, unfortunately. So like, I almost want to bring Fluttermane. It's just really bad against the Scarlet, which is like the thing that I also need to be able to beat, right? So there's a lot of give and take here. I'm gonna try bringing the Sand Shark. We just don't know if it's gonna be the best. I actually think Chiyu might have been my best last, but kind of hard to say here, honestly. So the reason I'm leading King Gambit is because I want to taunt one thing and Kowtow Cleave the other, and it only goes bad if I make the wrong Tera call, right? So it's basically like, who are they gonna Tera right now, right? I want to Kowtow Cleave for Rigorath, and I want to taunt here, but like, oh wait, no, why would I do that? I'm going to should I just Tera? I'm gonna Kowtow Cleave, and I'm gonna taunt. Because they should Flying Tera, here's the thing. Or I mean, they should Grass Tera, which means I technically... They have Fire Tera. So I'm happy with that. Huh, the music turned off, okay. The song just ended earlier than expected. So, I'm basically just trying to taunt the Farigiraf and then go from there. Bibberblade. Still does some damage. Can't nasty plot. Oh my god. Did you see this man's with the violence? This man's tried to Bibberblade. We actually could lose by making this play, though. This needs to not do, like, crazy damage. Okay, good. Please click a move that does damage to my Titan. So now I click Earthquake, and I click Braver. This shouldn't KO. Okay. KO yourself? No, that would have been really nice. If they KO'd their self, I think this would have been like a guaranteed Earthquake KO. Yeah, it would have been a guaranteed KO. But they should get a double KO here, I just don't know if it wins them the game. Yeah, so they get a double KO, and then they just have to think really carefully about who they bring out. Frigg shakes off the taunt. So this is really going to depend on what they send out. Okay. Unfortunately, that probably has a multi-scale. So my best play here is ultimately to click Iron Head. Well, let's check what they have in the back first. Yeah, I'm gonna Iron Head, just in case they have Sylveon in the back, because I don't see Scarlet being what's in the back, and they shouldn't switch it in if it is. And then I'm gonna go for the Play Rough. Yes! They have Inner Focus, that's massive. That's why you play like that. This is gonna be a risky one. I think we win no matter what. So we Iron Head and we Liquidation. Nuts, dude. Sorry, that was nuts. Okay, so we didn't have any problems with our items in that one, but we also didn't bring Flutter. It's nice that we didn't have to Scarf with Garchomp actually, so I will say that. I think maybe the Citrus is the move on Garchomp, if anything, but it also would have been nice if we just like got random flinches, right? Like, what if we just like got a rando flinch on, well, I don't think, because they Shadow Sneaked me and I lived it, right? Like, which was gaming, so. Like, in best of one, doing things like this is fine, but if you want to optimize a team, like, you might actually want to, like, think about these type of things that I'm talking about with, like, the Specs Chi or the Sash Chi, and, you know, like, what option is actually going to be best for the team, right? Like, not just, like, what can I get by with, because this is best of one, you know? Okay, so this will definitely test our team. We can't really just be like will-wisping anything we want because there's a Baxcalibur, right? And like that's a concern. So Sorry. So there's a few ways to think about this. One of them is that Flutter and Finn just make like a really strong lead no matter what, right? Another way to think about it is we need to make sure that we can take out the Amoonguss. So we might actually want to lead like Talonflame Fluttermane with the Easter Bunny in the back. And ooh, this has talking in it from the dialogue in the game. So we gotta turn that one off. And then after that, it's basically just who do we bring, right? Like, we actually might want Citizen Snips, but we also might not. I think Citizen Snips is pretty good here. But, like, all things considered, we'll see. This is why I've been playing super aggressive stall. Because it's like, bro, what do I really do against this? This is an interesting call here. I actually think my best play is going to be to go for the Tailwind right away and to like to click Protect and Tailwind. Because I'm expecting them to Jet Punch, right? Okay, that sucks because I could have just Will-O-Wisped. So we do have the Dazzling Gleam here. I do think we might want to conserve our Tera, so like, I'm actually going to just do this. We might not really want to conserve our Tera, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I might have actually wanted to. I mean, the Tera is going to be nice to have, though, like, if we're being honest. So I'm going to switch into Azu, because it does what they call Darmouge, and I'm going to click Taunt. This only goes poorly if they have the dreaded Mental Herb Amoonguss. Right. Do they have the dreaded Mental Herb Amoonguss? Okay, so Big Boy Finn comes out. And they go for Ruination. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm just gonna go for the Liquidation KO. And just go for the Will-O-Wisp. Like, obviously, they have ways to get around this, right? And, like, if I really wanted to, I could have played more aggressively. So if they send out Amoonguss again, yeah, we just lose, right? So that's kind of the problem. Like, you literally can't do anything about Palafin if you don't play, like, ridiculously aggressively. There is no doing anything about Palafin. So basically, we have to do this and this. I'm confident in my Tera Blast getting the KO, so like I'm fine with splitting my damage here. If anything, we could lose if they protect, right? Which is like a good play, you know? So it's like, right? Like if they literally just protect Amoonguss, they probably win. They do click Rage Powder. They go for Wave Crash. They'll do a lot, but it won't KO. We do Tera Blast. Should KO. Oh my god. I can't believe they live. That's so bad. Yeah, because they just live again, like. So now I have to Aqua Jet them. And Sucker Punch them. So bad. And like honestly, this would be a completely different game if we had just actually got that KO, right? Like if we KO'd the Amoonguss, we get massive chip on the Palafin. They still have to get rid of the what's his name in that turn. So then we just like, you know. Like, realistically, we don't win this one, but it's not, like, over. Like, a crit play rough might win it. Yeah. See, so if that play rough had gone into them last turn, they now wouldn't have that Pokemon on the field anymore. And they would have a burned Tinglu and a really low health Amoonguss versus, well, and Arcanine, but, like, I can, I guess, find ways to deal with that. I'm just gonna click Play Rough and protect him. Yep. We KO those? Please? No, we miss, because it's play rough, so GG's. It's annoying. Like, they were probably gonna win anyways, but play rough missed, like. Play rough miss, and there was that one play before that where we didn't get the KO with the Tera Blast, which is like I technically could have clicked Aqua Jet Tera Blast, right? Like, it just didn't feel like the right play. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, when would double up Aqua Jet Tera Blast really feel like the right play? And it's just, if you're really worried about not getting that KO, which, like, I was pretty confident, but yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay, so we have Tailwind, which is always nice, right? Like, everyone likes Tailwind. We have enough Tailwind to chuff. I just don't know if it gets us out of this, right? Like, so we'll see. My team feels very lacking. It might be better to actually just lead this. Or like this. And then bring this and this. Or this. Okay, so like, if anything, I think we've also, like, identified a core, right? Like, we're not using, we did actually use Garchomp, right? So I can't say that, but like, yeah, it's hard to say. This is actually kind of bad. We're basically just playing positioning games. Oh. Gutsy. And they get a crit. That's Specs. So they have to swap the Flut next turn. But let me tell you what I'm gonna do in case they don't. Oh wait, no, it's Specs, so they do have to switch, yeah. I'm gonna Shadow Ball, Sucker Punch. It might not be Specs, and if it's not, I'll be upset. It is Specs. Why? Why would they give that to them? That's the thing about this game. It's like, if I'm not losing to having a bad team, I'm losing to stuff like this. Like, don't tell me I didn't play well. Like, I literally just called everything that was about to happen. Like, I literally played well. Now they're gonna either Tera Dragonite, or they're going to Tera the... Yeah, so that's fine. That's not what I was worried about. The E-Speed will be a little annoying if they click it, but why would you right now? That's so dumb. And they live. I mean, you can't tell me that I was gonna like lose this if we didn't get hacks out, but you know what I mean? Like, this is literally a hacks game at this point. Because we get the Sucker Punch, we would have broke the multi-scale last turn, which would guarantee an Oko here. Pretty much, we're actually faster than them. Yeah, we would have like guaranteed an Oko there. But like, all things considered, what do I actually do to get out of this now? You know what I mean? Like we needed to have broken that Sucker Punch sash. It was actually like really, really, really important. This is my only chance. Freaking yikes. So we definitely Liquidation and Sucker Punch. Okay, that should win us the game. Jeez, man. Oh man, they really bet it all on that flinch. Like, that was rough. And like, why would you actually protect your Chien-Pao there? You really don't need to. So let's just think really quick. What lost us any games? Like, we obviously lost the second game for some reason. Not a reason that I can remember. But if we're gonna look back at the team really quick, we would want to go all the way over here. Look at, I guess I don't have it, so I need to like remake it. So booster bundle. Sergeant Burbis. The Steel Boy Chiyu, which we have, so there's that. Azumarill, which I have in my second tier shinies, because it's definitely not the best Pokemon right now. Azumarill, and then we had the other one that's slightly suboptimal but can do things. What is it? 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 Someone tell my brain before my brain doesn't do brain things. It's already doing it. No, no, no. What's our last Pokemon, guys? Who remembers? Someone tell me in the chat. We're actually gonna have to look back at it. Like, unfortunately, that's how bad my short-term memory is. So, I actually just don't even know what our last Pokemon was, if we're being dead honest. And like, I probably used it like multiple times. Yeah, the freaking King Gambit, of course. Yeah, like, literally the worst short-term memory I've ever heard of in my life. Like, very forgettable Pokemon, I guess. So look, we got the Assault Vest. We actually really like the Life Orb. So where is my Life Orb? AV Life Orb. We could do Focus Sash. I like Specs, honestly. I think Specs is going to be the best right now on this. So, like, we could do Tera Blast, but I think Overheat is going to be best. We give it our Specs. I guess I have a bulky Specs Flutter Mane. So we have Specs, we have Life Orb, we have AV. I'm thinking... Let's see. We actually could have ran Scarf Sandshark, if we're being honest, and like saw some value out of it. It's just it's something you need to be really careful about doing, right? So I'm gonna say, let's just look at our move pool really quick. Like, I think I'm gonna end up doing Citrus, but Crunch, we could do Choice Scarf Crunch. We can do Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw does really good neutral damage into most of the format. Clear Amulet. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Clear Amulet. I got it. I got it, guys. Don't worry. We could also do Lumberry. Because I do have a Fire Tera Garchomp somewhere. And that is what you would want if you're doing Clear Amulet. Oh, it's water. I keep thinking that. Ghost. we just do Scarf. Maybe we just have fun. But again, I really don't think you need the Scarf. So, like, I'm going to do Scarf. I'm going to do it. We'll give him the old grapple and tackle. Tackle and grapple. That's fine. Anytime anybody brings Dragonite, they're not going to leave it untered, so, like, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's perfectly fine. So we got the Booster Boy. We've got Covert Cloakus, which, I mean, it has Taunt, it has Tailwind, so all things considered, I think it filled its niche, and it's still going to be nice to have, all things considered. So, like, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I just know that technically we don't need Scarf Garchomp. It just makes the team play more versatile. And, like, the Scarf makes Talonflame slightly redundant, except that it has Taunt and Tailwind and Will-O-Wisp, which is really nice. But if someone doesn't expect you to have Scarf, that Iron Head's gonna do a lot. Nice. Okay, well, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. This is the new team. I'll have the the information for it in the chat, obviously, so you don't have to, like, you see the original version and you're like, oh wait, that's not the team, it's this. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think this team is going to be a lot better than the original version. And it's, even though those were little adjustments that never necessarily mattered, like, in the games that we played, really we lost the second game because of the Amoonguss living, right? And so, like, we were kind of going to lose anyways, but it wasn't like a guaranteed loss at that point. So, yeah, try the team. Thank you for tuning in, and have a good one. So let's find that outro.